So on this edition of Longhorn Diaries, we are going to talk about a 10-day declutter challenge. Hi, this is Travis Hawryluk with RE/MAX Preferred Choice, and this is Longhorn Diaries. I'm going to be bringing you everything you need to know about the real estate world and more, all from the cab of my truck. Hello everybody and welcome to this edition of Longhorn Diaries. I think this is episode or diary 38 already. So we've had a ton of fun making these Longhorn Diaries over the years, and I just want to give a big shout out to everybody and say thank you for continually tuning in and giving the comments, giving the thumbs up, and asking me about when the next Longhorn Diaries is going to be released. So thanks again for tuning in. This is one of the most exciting diaries that I've done in a while because, well, there's nothing better than just absolutely decluttering your home, thinning out the herd, and just making you feel a lot less claustrophobic or swallowed up in your stuff at home. Spring has sprung, and that means two things. The spring real estate market is here, and it's time to clean. For a lot of people, spring and cleaning are two words in the same sentence that people never really want to hear, and they kind of turn the other way. But when you break tasks down and turn them into a challenge, this overwhelming task can become quite simple to do. Before you have a deep clean throughout your entire home and property, you need to declutter. The less things you have, the less things there are to clean around your home. During this 10-day declutter challenge, you'll slowly tackle decluttering your home to make it a little less daunting and a little bit more fun. Everyone loves a challenge, don't they? All right, so what's involved? Let's dive right in. The first 3 days are going to be everything that have to do with your kitchen. Day one is going to be your junk drawer and countertops. Everybody has a junk drawer, and it just becomes overwhelming with how much stuff just gets crammed into that drawer. So let's start with that junk drawer, clean it out, throw out what you don't need, organize your pens, organize your notepads, and really only put in there what you actually use every single day. This goes hand in hand with the kitchen countertops. Countertops can sometimes just become a dumping zone for many families. Become organized, and less is more on your countertops. Day two is going to be your pantry, your fridge, and your deep freezer. Now your pantry, some of us have quite large pantries, especially if you have a newer style home. The pantries in newer style homes are usually walk-in pantries, and they're absolutely massive. Go through your pantry and donate what you're not using. Get rid of that large Tupperware piece that you haven't used in 7 years, and just really get down to what you use on a daily basis to feed you and your family or prepare food. Pantries also become dumping zones, and what I've found over the years is go get little bins, little organization bins, label them, become a labeler, and put everything in that bin that applies, and you'll find that your pantry becomes decluttered quite quickly. Day three is going to be your kitchen cabinets on the inside. We all have stuff that just piles up on the inside of cabinets. We might only use 2 or 3 or 4 plates, maybe 2, 3, or 4 glasses. We don't need rows upon rows upon rows of either cutlery or plates or glasses. Let's declutter and give away some of that stuff that we never end up using. Next up, we have the living room. This is going to be for day 4 and 5 of the declutter challenge. So day 4 in the living room, let's talk about books and movies. We all could maybe potentially get a ton of magazines starting to stack up, or books on our bookshelf. Let's start decluttering some of that. Let's start donating some books or recycling the magazines. And I've found even in my personal home, this frees up a ton of space and gets rid of just that unwanted clutter. Day 5, let's talk about toys and games that lay around the home. well, we might have to tuck these into maybe an ottoman, a storage ottoman, or a storage bench, just to kind of free up some space in the home. We all love toys, we all love games, but in the end, you can kind of only play one at a time. So have a designated spot in the home where you can store these in a neat, orderly fashion, and be sure that the toys get put away somewhere. There's a lot of great storage solutions out there on the marketplace right now to hide your toys that you don't use every single day. Day 6 and 7, we're gonna talk about the closets. So day 6, if we dive into the closets of the home, let's address the clothes. Nothing feels better than giving away clothes to your local store that accepts donations. And let's face it, we all have our favorite sets of clothes, we all have our seasonal clothes, but I'm sure that there's a ton that we never really use and just sit and collect dust. Let's thin out that closet, and that adds up to a great first impression for your closet in the future. Day 7 is shoes and accessories. I see a ton of people have a ton of shoes that are in the home. Now this could be controversial because people love shoes. I love shoes, but there's also a lot of shoes I don't wear. So sometimes it's tough to donate or get rid of, but it feels really great when you declutter and get rid of some unwanted or unworn shoes. Day 8, we're diving into the bedrooms. The big thing I want to talk about here is just going to be your nightstands. Nightstands and drawers around the room tend to get fairly cluttered just because people like to throw things on them and then never really do anything with those items. So either grab a nightstand that has some nice storage built into it, or just practice leaving exactly what you use on that counter space to give a better impression of the room. Now, day 9 and 10 are going to talk about the bathrooms. So on day 9, check out underneath your bathroom sinks. In all the homes that I see when I'm showing people them, there's a ton of clutter underneath the sink of your bathrooms, whether it's cleaning products, whether it is personal items. I'm sure there are a lot of things underneath the sinks in the bathrooms that we do not use. So have a look underneath there and declutter what you're not using on a weekly or monthly basis. Day 10 is all about the linen closets. So linen closets are very prone to get very cluttered, just because you can close the door on them and they're out of sight, out of mind. However, linen closets do get fairly compact and full of linens and storage items that we never really use. We all have our favorite sheets and blankets and towels. Let's give away some of those items that we do not use on a regular basis. So whether you're thinking about selling your home or just want to refresh your home, this challenge is absolutely for you. If you're feeling ready to place your home on the market this spring and take on a challenge like this, feel free to reach out if you have any questions, as I'd be more than happy to help you. That's it for this edition of Longhorn Diaries. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. We'll talk to you later.